another day lost. 24 hours alone with my thoughts. 4 separate times almost ended it all. I just hope something brings me back to where I belong, where I belong, where I belong. I just hope something brings me back to where I belong. Cause I'm
Just got back 10 seconds ago. Man, I'm so ecstatic not to sleep in the snow.
Long anticipated, Young Delirious on the Talk Nola.
What's up, bro?
How are you doing, my man?
Great, bro.
It's very good to see you. Are you enjoying that jerky?
Yeah, bro. It's even better now. I got this.
Man, I'm
jerky.
smacking on mine. I'm not gonna lie.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. It's a pleasure to have you here. I'm really glad that we got this sorted out. You know, it's a real pleasure to have you here because you are in your 4th year, or is it your 4th year here in Loyola?
My second.
Your 2nd.
Yeah.
You're not a senior? I thought you were.
I'll be a senior next year. Yeah.
Okay. Break that down for me because that's confusing.
Yeah. So, basically, I did some college courses while I was in high school, like a semester's worth. And then I went to the military, and I got like a semester's worth of college credits just through their training.
Okay.
So I'm like a year ahead, basically.
Makes sense. Okay, so born in Brenham, Texas,
Mm-hmm.
how did you find rap and hip-hop in that community? Was that genre even significant from where you're from?
I mean, not really.
I mean, I'd assume not.
There were like some classmates that would listen to it, but I mean, especially like older people, it was never like around the house or anything like that.
Yeah.
I think the first I always heard rap, bro. I hated rap when I was little, but that's just because my parents hated rap. And they were like, rap is crap, blase, all this dumb shit. And then I just kind of followed it until I think I reached like 4th grade, and I heard like an Eminem song, and I was like, wait a minute, this is fire. Like, my parents are wrong.
You remember what song it was?
I think it was Not Afraid. Oh, God, I think it was Not Afraid. I think it was the first like rap song I remember hearing, at least. And I was like, this kind of slaps. So then I had like an Eminem phase, as every white rapper probably
Everyone
has.
does. Yeah.
Every white rapper has an
bro.
Eminem phase.
Yeah.
I mean. But yeah, that's really where it started, and then it kind of transformed into more like I don't know if you're familiar with Hollywood Undead.
I'm not. Break that down for me just a little bit.
They're like this punk / rap group of like 5 dudes. It's like a band, and I got really into them after my Eminem phase, and then that was really the more of the transition because I used to listen to a lot of rock, and that was the biggest transition into like rap because they were very big into rap. And
Was it a
obsessed
smooth
with
transition for you?
I think so. I think it was pretty smooth. I don't think it was rough. It was basically like rock. Like I really liked Finger 11, which I don't even know if you know who they are, but and then it kind of just transitioned to Hollywood Undead, which then transitioned into like G-Eazy in high school and Logic and all those guys, like Skizzy Mars, stuff like that.
That's a very interesting transition, but very cool. No, it is very cool.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest. So, describe your high school experience in Burton ISD. I want to say it's ISD.
Yeah, Burton ISD. Damn.
Yeah, man.
I did research.
Yeah, man. How was that? How was it? What kind of student were you? Do you feel like you were the same now as you were then?
High school was interesting to me because I hated everything about it except for like my friends. I really enjoyed that. Like, I didn't care about class. I was a really, really good student until I hit high school when it mattered, and then I was like, man, this shit sucks. Like, this doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
Like, I was like straight A's like until my freshman year, and then once they started doing a GPA, I was just like, man, fuck this. Which is just weird timing, but I was a rebellious teenager.
Do you feel like you regret that decision?
Not at all.
Not at all?
Not one bit, bro. Like, I look at, like, the valedictorians of my class, and I'm just like, yo, they didn't really live in high school. Like, I lived. Like, I did a bunch of fun shit with my friends.
How were you different from a classic valedictorian example at Burton ISD?
Well, I mean, they were, like, the people at the top of the class were, like, just very competitive academically, and, you know, I feel like I'm good, thank you, though.
All right.
I feel like I spent a lot, they spent a lot of time just, like, studying and, you know, being as best as they could in that area. I just didn't care about that. Like, I cared about making memories with my friends.
Okay.
Up until like my junior year, which I still really cared about that, but then that's when I discovered that I wanted to make music, and then music became the priority. So I was even like less care in the world about school.
You know, most people figure out that they want to do music at an earlier age, and for you it came a little later.
Yeah.
Does that worry you at all, or do you feel like you're up to speed, that your progress has been substantial as compared to someone that started a little younger?
I wouldn't say it ever worried me. I do feel like I started pretty young. But yeah, there's some people who start
you
way
decided
younger.
when you were
I was
17,
like
correct?
16.
16.
Yeah, 16. I think. Wait, hold on. Was I 16 or 17? It was June 2016. How old was I?
Count back.
I think I was 17 actually. You're
Okay.
right. I was 17. I guess it is like a little late, but no, I was never really worried about it because I had like a whole year in high school to just improve and then figure out like the next move, which was going to Houston, the closest city to me, and just seeing what I can do in that scene. And no, it never really worried me. I feel like I'm up to speed, but at the same time, it's like I think I used to worry about things such as like, you know, like what am I going to do when I get older? But honestly, I just feel like when the creativity and the music, like painting the canvas that you want to paint is your focus, like it doesn't really matter what age you are at the end of the day.
That's true.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong, if I'm like 50 and I'm rapping, like it's a little weird. But like I feel like as time goes on, like I have just so many musical influences.
I mean,
like,
but hey, like Eminem also just did that Super Bowl, and he's pretty old. He did that with
That's
Dr.
true.
Dre.
yeah.
It's just all perspective. But I'm
sure.
sorry, I rudely interrupted you.
No,
Please
you're
continue.
straight, bro. No. I feel like okay, if you're like the greatest rapper, I mean, and you're 50 and you're still doing it, like, okay.
So is
Makes
Eminem the
sense.
greatest rapper to you?
I think on a like tech, actually, to me the best two rappers like skill wise are Eminem and Tech Nine. They're like no one touches them in my head. Like
Really?
they're
Tech
in their
Nine?
own field. But I put Eminem above Tech Nine because Eminem found a way to make it commercially, what's the word? Not edible, but like
That's a
you know, the consumer could listen to it and enjoy the shit. But like with Tech Nine, who's listening to Tech Nine? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
like, but he's an incredible rapper, like insanely good, but just not pleasing to most people's ears. But Eminem found a way to cross that into the mainstream and make it receivable amongst like a large crowd. And I just think that's an incredible feat. Like, I don't think anyone talks about how crazy that actually is to be so technical with your words. Like the only people who, you know, you're a drummer, you would probably have like 2 or 3 drummers you idolize, but no one knows who they are except drummers.
It's true.
So imagine like those drummers like crossing into the mainstream. Like that's tough, you know. Like I don't think that's talked about enough, honestly. But I say him and Tech Nine, and then after that, it's like Kendrick would be third for me, in my opinion,
Okay.
as far as
Wow,
like,
there's a lot to take away from that.
talent goes. Yeah, sorry.
Do you feel like you're in the minority with that opinion of Eminem and then Tekashi 6ix9ine?
No, not Tekashi 6ix9ine, Tech Nine. They're they're different people.
You know,
Very
you want to
different.
know something?
Yeah.
I thought they were the same person.
No, not at all.
I definitely thought that they were the same person, bro.
Oh hell no. Oh my god.
Is that embarrassing for me? That's kind of embarrassing on my part, actually.
No, I feel like I don't think that's embarrassing. Tech Nine's older, but not
Yeah?
Tekashi 6ix9ine. I could see why their names are somewhat similar.
Yeah.
definitely not. Oh my
That's
god.
why I was tripping when I heard you say Eminem, and then I was understanding Tekashi. I was like, hell nah, bro.
Oh, hell
Absolutely not.
No way.
But no, valid opinion. I guess I gotta check out Tech Nine then.
Great rapper, incredible rapper. Just like, you know, you probably won't have him in your likes if you ask me. My opinion,
Okay,
but really good.
let's talk about your artist name, Young Delirious.
Yeah.
Okay. You're pretty strictly known as Young Delirious, Young D in New Orleans. Where did the name come from?
The name came. So when I originally started rapping, I didn't really tell anybody about it, but I made like 4 songs under the name Jericho. Don't really know why. Like I just like this sounds kind of cool.
Is that
I
from
guess.
your first mixtape?
No, it was before that. It was just like I had these 4 songs that I just never told anyone about, and they stayed on my computer, and they were terrible. And I recorded them in Audacity, which is like this free DAW that's awful. And so
Is it still around?
probably, I mean, it's free.
I've literally never heard of it.
Really?
What DAW are you working on now?
Logic.
Logic? Oh, okay.
I love
Logic's the way to go.
Yeah, I
do
fell in love with Logic. I used to use FL, but I think Logic's just better for like the production and the sound that I want to have now. Hip hop is very, very great when it comes to FL Studio. Like FL Studio is great for hip hop, I mean, but like that's not really the production that I have in my newer stuff. I mean, it's pretty far from hip hop. Like honestly, it's very different. I'm rapping, but the production doesn't sound anything like you hear today in hip hop.
Right.
But back to the question. So I was showing a friend of mine back in high school in her truck, and I like played her a song, and she was like, "Yo, this is dope." I don't know why she thought that. Like, there's no way she genuinely believed it was dope. It was a terrible song, but she asked what my artist name was, and I told her it was Jericho, but I was thinking of maybe changing it, and like the word Delirious was in my mind because I just thought it was like a cool word. And she's like, you should make it Young Delirious. And I was like, that's it. And that was it, bro.
And it's cool too because Young D's also like your last name initial.
Facts.
So I feel like it all correlates. It's really cool.
Yeah.
You say in Been There, quotation marks, I haven't made it well with my music, but I made it as a soldier. You did talk about earlier that you were in the military. Do you mind talking about your time in the military? And does your time in the military reflect that line, or am I stretching?
No, yeah, I don't mind talking about it. And 100%, that's exactly what it's about. It's about, like, I feel like I hadn't made it where I wanted to make it yet musically, but, like, I mean, I did incredible things as, like, a soldier. Like, I graduated basic training and, like, made it to the military. That's, like, half the battle. And then after that, like, I continued on. I went to air assault school, which is, like, a very tough school where, like, the most minor mistake, they'll just drop you. Like, I think, like, 40% of our starting class actually passed.
Wow.
And it's a school where they teach you how to rappel out of helicopters.
Gee, so what was training like that for? Are you allowed to talk about that?
Yeah, I can talk about it. Basically, it was crazy. So we had like these things called rucksacks, which is just like giant backpacks.
Right.
That weigh like 40 pounds, and you put all your gear in it to like live outside for like weeks at a time, and that's what it's meant for. And we would have to like get on the ground and crawl like hundreds of yards with our rucksacks on, and like it was crazy. It was horrible, but it was like so motivating and so much fun to like be challenged in that way. A lot of running, a lot of like just physical challenges, but also like mental challenges. And they like kick you out because if for any minor infraction, because if you fuck up like rappelling out of a helicopter, you're dead. Like or you're paralyzed, and that's probably worse. You know,
it's probably worse.
Yeah,
I think I'd rather be dead.
Yeah, so it's just like it's intense. But
what was the hardest part? Was it overcoming the physical challenge or the mental?
Honestly, bro, I think the hardest part, this might be a weird answer, I think the hardest part was after I graduated, because like I was so happy that day, but then the next day, like I didn't feel any more fulfilled. I think the hardest part for me was like mentally getting through the fact that one of my biggest accomplishments did not fulfill me the way I thought it would.
Wow.
That was tough.
Do you feel like that it was it's music that kind of fills in the blanks for that?
Yeah, for sure. 100% music fills in the blanks.
What's been your greatest accomplishment in terms of your music career?
Ooh, personally, that's tough, but honestly, I would probably say, I can't talk about who it is, but I have one of my icons as like a feature on the next album. And
wow.
like, that's just like such a crazy thing.
How iconic, like a well-known.
Way more known than me. He's not like in the mainstream per se, but like in my genre and like the artists that I like I named him already. Out of like the 6 artists I named, like I already named him. And like he literally is an idol to me, bro. I used to like listen to his music all the time. I still listen to it all the time. And just having someone that I literally would just be like jamming his music, finding motivation to keep going in like dark times. Having him on a song of mine that's going to be on the next project is probably my biggest feat, I would say, that I can think of off the top of my head.
That's fantastic. Congratulations on that, by the way.
Thank you, bro.
But if I'm not mistaken, you did, in fact, work with someone in the mainstream, right? Futuristic?
Yeah. I do have a song with him. I didn't really like work with him per se. Like I just reached out to his management and sent the song, and they were like, yeah, they gave me a price, and I paid for the feature, which like obviously he wouldn't hop on anything if he thought it was garbage. So like that obviously was still validating.
I would imagine it's still flattering.
But I wasn't like in the studio with him or anything like that.
Oh, okay. What was the process like of reaching out to that management and the negotiation, I'd imagine, with coming to a price of having him featured?
Yeah, well, it happened during COVID, and they had like a COVID special like going that I heard about. I don't know how I heard about it, honestly, but I found his management's email and reached out to them and was like, yo, like I heard about this COVID special, like is that happening? And they were like, no, but like since you mentioned it, like we'll go ahead and like do it for that price. And I was like, okay, like that works for me. And he was like someone I really looked up to as well. He has an album called The Rise that was like very influential on me in like high school and like my early days as a rapper, and so that was also very iconic, but not as iconic as the one I have in the vault right now.
Okay. I mean, how beneficial was that collaboration to your career?
I think it was actually more beneficial than I originally thought it was. Because when I was expecting like bunch of streams, bunch of like following, and like I got a little bit, but it was more like a spike that like, you know, plateaued, just like most like viral moments or whatever are. And but I think it opened doors for me to go on tour with Mark Battles later, because he heard the song because they're friends, and he's like, yo, like I have this tour coming up. And I was like, okay, like, yeah.
Do you still keep in touch with him?
Nah, like I got beef with him, but
bro, drop it on the talk, please, bro. Please.
I don't know, because I don't want to like hurt the relationships that I have with other people who are friends with him.
I think they'd understand. I think if it's actual beef, I think, hey, what if they take sides with you and then they say, hey, I side with him, he can hop on my tour now. You gotta see the silver lining, bro.
I don't know. I've kept it quiet. I honestly like never really talked about it in the public eye.
give me the exclusive, bro.
Let's just say he made some false promises, and I delivered my end of the deal, and he didn't deliver his, and it was not like small.
Wow.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Damn. Oh, I got all these.
I'll tell you off camera. I'll tell you.
Oh, okay, bet. That's insane. So what, like, on your tour with him? Whoa, the quality just got so much better. Do you hear that?
Hello.
Is it
because we're
closer?
It's closer.
That's way better.
Oh yeah.
When you were touring with Mark Battles, some ASMR type shit. Listen. That's pretty cool, huh? Mark Battles. No, but like, were you opening for him? What was the process of being on tour with him?
Yeah. I was direct support, which just is a fancy word for like being an opener on all the shows on the tour. And it was an incredible experience, honestly. I learned a lot of what to do. Like, he's a very smart person, like really good with psychology and how to work a crowd. And I learned a lot about that through him. So like, it's not all like bad. And
so do you feel like the beef could be resolved?
Nah, because it's bigger than me, bro. Like, it's not.
What
just
does that
me.
mean? What could that even mean? What could that even mean?
Bro, he makes a living off scamming smaller artists.
Okay, that's what I want to hear. Okay, we're getting closer.
Bro, there's a buddy of mine who I just won't say his name, but there's a buddy of mine that Mark Battles owes him $27,000.
Bro, what?
Like, insane.
What? Take him to court.
He doesn't show up.
Literally, so we've been through this.
I've been through this, bro. Like, I have a 100-page document that was ready for small claims court. And I was like, yo, I'm going to fucking submit this and, like, fight it. And then I look at the court records with him, because you can look up Indiana court records.
Right.
He just doesn't show up. And you can't arrest him unless you have his social security number and a great physical description, which I have. I can tell you what he looks like.
He can get served, though.
You can't. Well, he just, okay. He moves. Can serve him. He moves constantly.
You got to hire a PI, bro.
His producer owns Goldman Sachs $20,000 because his producer gets evicted. Like, they get loans, they don't pay them.
That's actually insane, bro. This is a whole scandal. Why is this not being talked about?
I don't know, but I'm talking about it now. Like, I could show you the document. I have full proof that, like, he fucked me over. And then I have, like, friends who became my friends because they fucked them over, too.
God.
And it's, like, literally how he makes a living. Like, they're running, like, a large Ponzi scheme. It's insane.
What's a Ponzi scheme? I've never heard of that term before.
A Ponzi scheme is, like, whenever, like, say I'm an investor, and I come to you, and I'm like, yo, like, I could double your money in, like, a year or whatever. And okay, cool. So you give me $1,000. Then I go to the next person and I'm like, yo, I could double your money within a year, and they'll give me $1,000. But then I'll take their $1,000 just to pay you back to keep you invested.
Okay, I'm familiar with the concept. Just have not heard of the term.
Yeah.
Wow, that is actually crazy,
bro.
I wonder how common that is in the industry.
I don't know. I'm like super like wall up now. Like with the feature that I got with like one of my favorite artists, that happened shortly after like I got fucked.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, like, we're doing half up front, half after. I'll send you a contract. And then, like,
but you learned from that, though.
Absolutely. Oh, 100%. Like, everything happens for a reason. And, like, I'm glad I learned a lesson and the dollar amount that it was rather than what it could have been later on. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
You gotta, you know what you gotta do? You gotta get with all the people that he screwed over.
Their class action lawsuit.
Exactly. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Take him. Yeah, bro. That's actually crazy.
Bro, it's wild, bro. Like basically, okay, I'll just tell you exactly what happened. So basically,
Oh, let's go. Let's go, bro.
so bro, we're in Tucson, and like show is incredible, bro. Like I killed it. The openers killed it. He killed it, and we're like on stage for like the last song, and it's called Code. It's a song of his, incredible song, and we're like partying on stage, bro. Like it's fucking insane, and we're having a great time. And then he like talks to me afterwards. He's like, bro, like I really want to like help you like move forward. Like I have this song with Russ, and I think it'd be dope if you were on it, but I paid like 20,000-30,000 for the feature, so like I feel like it wouldn't make sense for me just to put you on there. Like, can I have some bread? And I was like, yeah, like how much are you talking? And he told me an amount that seemed reasonable to me as far as like a Russ feature goes. Like, okay, if I can hop on the same song as Russ for this price, that sounds like a great deal to me. So I basically...
Is this like the collab where you would both be in the studio, where everyone's in the studio together?
The song allegedly was like done. So he was just going to send me the open verse for me to hop on it. And then it would be released like under all three of us. Okay. That was like the original like deal. But he never like sent me the song. And then I'm like, yo, does this song even exist low key? And yeah, like I literally, and I'm not a gullible person, but like I learned from this, like I don't trust anyone. But like I felt so connected. Like literally we had like
you were just partying on stage with him.
Literally we were partying on stage, having like the time of our lives, and we had like a deep conversation for like 3 hours the night before, one-on-one in the hotel lobby. Like
that's how he gets him, bro. I bet you he does that with every single person.
Literally,
builds
bro.
That trust.
100%. That's what he does. And like my buddy that like he owes like $27,000 to, like he was his cousin or something, or his brother like killed himself, and then like Battles called and was like, yo, same thing happened to me. And like he just builds that trust whichever way he can. And it's weird because like I feel like he might be a good person outside of finance, like outside of scamming people. He seems like a very genuine person. His music's genuine. He's a really nice guy, like, but in that area he's just a fuckhead. You know what I mean? Like I probably shouldn't have said that part. But
no, I'll bleep it in the post. I'll bleep that on post.
But
by based off what you're saying, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
No, but he's a snake, bro.
Bro, it's crazy. I'll show you the document. I have it on my phone.
Snakes in suits, bro. Pull it up right now, bro.
Right now?
Jamie, pull up the.
No, I won't pull it up now because it's like 100 fucking pages. But I'll show you later. Yeah, but that's what happened. That's why like I don't keep in contact with him. I just blocked him because I was like, look,
word.
I'm just sick of. Because it got literally the final straw for me was like, he's like, yo, like they want like the label wants a little more bread for you to hop on this. I'm like, dude, you owe me money. Like I am not fucking paying you. And then I just blocked him because I was like,
for the rest of the episode, we'll just like popcorn read the 100-page document.
But yeah, so no, I don't keep in contact with Mark Battles anymore. I'm not a fan of him as a person at all.
Music though.
The music's good. The music's good. The music's good. Even if I don't like you, like his music's good. I don't listen to it, but like it is good.
Let's talk about the Yes Tour.
Yeah.
Most recently, you had the Yes Tour. Where were the states, real quick?
We did New Orleans, Louisiana. We did Houston, Texas. We did Brenham, Texas, and we did Lincoln, Nebraska.
Okay, where did the idea of the Yes Tour come from, and why the name the Yes Tour?
So the idea for the tour originally came. I went on a trip to Minneapolis to check out their scene because I've done like a lot of studying on like the artists who I'm similar to and where their fans are. And Minneapolis seems to be like the hot spot.
Really?
Really weird. But like,
did you consider moving there?
That's why I visited to see if it's somewhere I would want to live. I don't think I would live there. Like it was cool, but it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna love it here. It was just like, it was cool, you know. But yeah, I went down there, and my buddy Moonlander, he's an artist. He was opening for Young Pinch that weekend in Minneapolis, and I was like, oh shit, like let me pop out to the show. So I popped out, and like we hung out afterwards, and we were just walking around downtown, and I was just like receiving game from him, and it was just like he just inspired the shit out of me because like he took me on the bus, like I got to see what a tour bus was like, which I never had that experience before.
Wow.
Like even on the Mark Barrels tour, we're like on like a van, and the time limit was reached for your Instagram Live.
Oh crap! You can keep talking though.
Okay, bet. There we go.
I like to set like a little. I like to know where I'm at, like with the time that I'm doing. I don't want to spend too much time on my phone.
No, that's smart. I fuck with that. But yeah, like I never like seen a tour bus before, so just seeing like that whole experience was really incredible and inspiring. Just hearing him talk about it, because I'm like, yo, this is like the homie, and he's doing it. Like, why the fuck can't I do it? And then I started like really honing in on the idea I had of like touring with my friends and going to cities where we can each pull a crowd. So the original idea was like it was going to be 4 artists, and we were just going to tour in like the cities we know we can bring someone. Like I know I can pull people in Brenham. I know like I can pull some people in New Orleans. Like I know like my one buddy can pull people in Cleveland. Gasky can pull people in Lincoln. Like we knew we could do that, and if we could just route it and make it make sense, like, you know, maybe we might even be able to come out profitable on this. And so that's where the idea came, and it's all in a Google document. It's
Okay.
like everything you need to like really book it is like inside this one Google document that I created at the hotel room right after I talked to Moonlander in Minneapolis. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Are we synced?
We kind of are, bro. that was kind of crazy.
But yeah, and then the name of the Yes Tour was just because we were on a FaceTime call, like a meeting for the tour, and we were like, why are we doing this? Like, what's the reason? Like, why are we here? You know, like, what's the brand of this? And we were just like, well, why not? And, you know, yes.
So just yes.
Just yes. So the Yes Tour was born, the name. And,
Makes sense.
yeah.
So you do have a tour coming up this summer in late July.
Mhm.
Will that be your second self-promoted tour?
Yeah, it's late June, but yeah.
Late June. I apologize.
You're straight, bro.
Those J's.
Facts. Yeah, second self-promoted tour. Maybe third. My first tour ever, it was called the Street Tour, and I went with my buddy Crops. He's from Brenham as well.
Yeah.
He's a poet. And
Oh,
we just
cool.
got like a portable speaker and set up in downtown in different cities and performed on the street. It was called the Street Tour.
That's a cool concept, though. Like,
It was fun, bro.
I mean, you pretty much have that here in New Orleans.
Yeah, we were just busking everywhere.
Yeah.
And it was a blast. It was a lot of fun.
I'd consider that.
You consider that? Okay, then this is the third, technically.
But what about your tours with Mark Battles and Mark Battles?
Well, yeah, I mean, that wasn't like self-promoted. What do you mean by self-promoted?
Well, like it's not backed up by like a label or anything.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, like all backed by me and the
you're
people
right,
I'm
you're
running it with. Yeah. No, I've never had like backing. And yeah,
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
I understand what you mean. What's the pro for a younger listener? Because the main demographic of this podcast is young listeners that are artists really trying to break through, and you're definitely like very, very ahead.
Thank you.
Just because of like the position that you've put yourself in because of how hard you've been working. Can you break down the process of putting together a tour that's that's solely backed on yourself?
Yeah. I mean, first things first, like you have to know where you're going to pull an audience. But I would say this is for hip hop specifically. I wouldn't talk on like folk music or like bands because it's a very different scene. Like my buddy Gabe Parsons could pull up anywhere, probably get paid like a guaranteed amount and just play for like coffee shops and things like that without bringing people because it's like entertainment. But as a rapper, you can't just pull up to fucking Mary's coffee shop in Austin, Texas and perform because people are not going to enjoy that. They're studying. You know what I mean?
I got you.
So for hip hop specifically, like you just have to know where you're going to pull a crowd because all the venues care about is how many people you're going to bring through that door. They want to make money at the end of the day. And
That's true.
like while like music isn't about money, at the end of the day, like for venues it is. So you have to know where you're going to pull people. You have to like find probably the smallest venue. I mean, at these venues, like I think in New Orleans we pulled I think we had like 40 people in that room. In Brenham, I think we pulled 60. In Lincoln, I think we pulled 60. And it's like the capacity of those rooms is like 100, 200 max. Like, and if you can bring 50, 60 people to like 150 cap room, that's enough for a venue to book you probably. At least on like a night like a Wednesday. You know what I mean? So you have to really understand it from the venue's point of view and make it worth it for them, or else they're not even going to give you the time of day. So I think that's the most important thing, knowing where you or the other acts can pull a crowd. Definitely having local openers that could bring even more of a crowd.
Right.
And then having a good number, like an estimate, like, hey, I can bring 60 to 80 people at your venue. And if the venue's 100 cap, they're going to be like, hell yeah, let's do it. They have to trust you, but I mean, you know, why wouldn't they?
In your experience, real quick before you continue, what days do you feel like that you perform on draw like most of an audience, really?
I mean, definitely like Saturdays. Fridays
Yeah.
and Saturdays for sure. But I wouldn't say it's like the end all be all rule, but definitely
Yeah.
Fridays and Saturdays. I mean, people just have less,
Less to do.
less
That's
commitment, I guess. Like
true.
you don't have to work the next day because I mean, your audience, they're regular people. They don't have like the luxury for the most part of like doing whatever they want whenever they want. You know what I mean? Like they have jobs, they have like families to provide for, and you know, if you have someone who gets up for work at 5 a.m. every Monday through Friday, you know, they're not going to come to your show on a Wednesday
It's
night.
true.
So Fridays and Saturdays for sure.
Very cool. So yeah, just keep going with the promoted tour.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
self-promoted tour, because I was like really into what you were saying.
Thank you. Yeah, so after that, it's just like reaching out to the venues and being persistent, bro. I mean, for the Yes Tour, I probably reached out to 20 venues to get 3 of the shows booked. And then Guesty probably reached out to like 5 venues to get his show booked. And so overall, I probably reached out to like 20, 25 venues just to get 4 shows done. Most of them won't respond. And then like some will respond, but with some bullshit. Like some Houston venue was like, yeah, you can rent the room for like $1,600. And I was like,
Bro,
what
what?
are you talking about? Houston scene is ass. It's sad. It's very sad. That's why
Is that where you spent most of your time in the Houston scene?
Not anymore, but at first, yeah. I was there for a year, and yeah, it's just like that. It's very much like a pay-to-play.
It was like that
city.
then as well?
Yeah, and it's still like that, and it breaks my heart because there's so many talented people there.
Damn.
And it's like, yeah, it's just the promoters are very predatory.
What do you suggest that they go?
I would suggest you just go outside of the city.
Mm-hmm.
I would say like go somewhere like a smaller town or something where they'll like appreciate you, where it's not oversaturated. Cause
Gotcha.
the reason like the scene is like that is because it's so saturated. I mean that it can be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's so much supply of rappers who want to do it. There's those who are willing to pay to perform for 10 minutes, and like that's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But like that's how like I guess hungry people are in a way, and. It's just sad. Like the art's not really appreciated there, in my experience. I'm sure some other people might have a different experience, but for me, that's how it was.
Do you think it's specific like that towards rappers?
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so not necessarily like live musicians, instrumentalists.
No, because like the barrier for entry as a rapper is so low. Like you can get a YouTube beat, and I'm not like knocking this. Like I have plenty of songs with YouTube
ahead.
beats. Like
Yeah.
no disrespect, but like you can get a YouTube beat. Even there's an app called BandLab where you can just record it yourself, and then boom, you have a song out through DistroKid, which costs $22 a year. The barrier for entry is so low for hip hop that it's extremely oversaturated, which just leaves way more supply.
Do you feel it's that way here in New Orleans as well?
No, I don't feel that way here in New Orleans. I think I'm speaking more generally.
Okay,
But
I follow.
I think Houston's very heavy with that. New Orleans, no. Like honestly, I don't know a whole bunch of rappers from New Orleans. Like I know a few, but not to the point where it's like everyone's a rapper. There's other genres here.
Absolutely,
You know what I mean?
that's true. What was the scene like in your hometown?
No scene.
Non-existent.
Non-existent growing up. It's becoming something now. Like Brenham is really like kind of flourishing. It seems like there's venues. I mean, the venue we performed at was an incredible venue, the one on the tour, and I mean it had a balcony. Like it was beautiful. Great. Good sound system.
Was that the Burden Shortstop Ice House?
No, the Southern Folly in Brenham. This was for February.
Got you.
The Shortstop Ice House is where we had Back Home Fest last year.
That was really cool.
That was fun.
It was like, how flattering was it to have your local radio station write a piece about that?
It was crazy, bro. It was insane. Like it's so validating, and like that was cool. And it wasn't really appreciated till I left, though.
Right.
Like I left, and they were like, "Damn, like you're doing things." Like so,
That's
I come
really
back,
cool.
and they're like, "Oh shit!" Like okay, he's making something.
Do you still keep in touch with A-Dog?
Yeah. We still text. Right now, we're texting pretty often because we have like something coming up together. So yeah,
Is that the featured artist that you have coming up?
No.
Oh, what do you have cooking with him?
I guess I could say it because we're about to announce it, but we're gonna do Back Home Fest again this year. We're running it back.
Oh man,
So
that's
year 2.
fantastic.
Yeah, bro, it's gonna be so exciting.
That's really cool.
I can't wait.
So your album Beautiful Mistake debuted at number 26 on the iTunes hip hop charts in November of 2022.
Yeah,
Dude, how did you react to that success?
that was crazy. I was in philosophy class when I saw it.
What?
I was in philosophy class and I opened my computer and I went to iTunes and I saw it and I was like, shit, like that's crazy.
That is insane.
And yeah, I don't know.
Were you surprised at all?
Good question. I really pushed that. Like I pushed it really hard. I was like really trying to get iTunes sales because I felt like we could chart, and I really put like this community like effort into like making it happen.
How did they?
I gave everyone like something to believe in, I suppose.
Okay. What message was that?
Just like look, like I have this album coming out and Spotify doesn't pay dick. Like what would you be willing to pay for an album on iTunes so that like I can actually, you know, have more funding? And I put a poll on Instagram and just asked like what price people were at, and I settled on I think $8.99, and like people were willing to pay $8.99 for an album. And I was like, all right, cool, like let's roll with that. So I put the album out for I think that price, and I just like was look, I think we could really chart here. For me to make, you know, $9 on iTunes or on Spotify, I have to get like X amount of streams, which I think it's like 5,000. I don't remember. It was like thousands of streams to get $9 on Spotify. And I was like really just pushing a narrative of like, look, like I'm not going to make money off the music itself otherwise right now, unless like it goes viral. And
right.
So just like really having that like great fan base that really fucking supports and like actually went out and purchased the album.
They were receptive?
Yeah, bro. Really receptive. And then once it happened, like I went home, like I went to the radio station at home and I was like, look, like this happened. I'm from here. Like, would you want to do an article on this? And then that just boosted like, you know, awareness even more. And yeah, no, it was incredible, bro. It was very validating. That's one of the best things that's happened so far in my career.
Do you use those numbers to strive for even greater numbers?
I don't know. I haven't dropped an album since then yet, so I'm not too sure. I think I will try to beat it. Like I'm competitive with myself, so I know I have a buddy named K the Beast here in New Orleans, and I think he had an EP drop. I think it hit like 11 or 12, and I told him I was like, all right, so now I know what to aim for, so I can beat you.
Gotcha. Top 10 at least.
Bro, it's like top 10. Yeah, I would say like I think it's a good goal to aim for, but at the same time, I think basing...
You know it's possible, too.
100%. I think basing my success on it would be, like, horrible. Like, mentally, I just don't think that's, like, right. You know, I think the success should really be based on, like, the music. If I love the music, then, like, I win. But then the rest of it is just, like, icing on the cake in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. But you definitely know that it's possible. What do you think it would take to reach those numbers?
I think just probably letting more people know who I am. Like, I feel like the hardcore fan base has a great idea of who I am as a person. Like, they're on my email list. You know, they come to the shows and, like, they even just knew me in real life, like back in the Army or before. Like, I've met a lot of people, and, like, a lot of my fans are those people who I had, like, genuine relationships with, you know? And so people who really know me, like, really support the dream.
Yeah.
And I think just putting more content out there that shows who I am, I think would be like the next step of people like falling more in love with me as an artist rather than just the music, and like understanding where I'm coming from. And I think that would lead to maybe making that, you know, the next one debut even higher.
Really neat. Do you still ever hear from the people that you met in the Army?
Barely. Not too much. But like occasionally, like I'll get like a text or something, but pretty rare. It's like a very much a place where people come and go from your life.
Right.
Because like you move from one station to another, your friends move from one station to another. So very rare for me to like really hear from anyone. But I mean, it's life.
Did they all continue with the Army?
Yeah, most of them did. Some got out, but most of them continued.
What do they think about you pursuing music after leaving the Army?
They all definitely respected it. I don't know if they all thought it was a good idea. I'm actually pretty sure some of them thought it was a bad idea. But that's just kind of, and people are like kind of framed to think that way.
Right.
Like, it's so easy to just not have a dream and then be content with, you know, because not having a dream means you can't fail.
When you were in the Army, did you think that was going to be the rest of your life?
Fuck no.
No?
No. I mean, I think there was Actually, no. There was never really a point where I thought it was going to be the rest of my life, honestly. Because right after I got in, like maybe like 6 months afterwards, like I got an offer to go to West Point, which is like a college in New York that's meant for the military. Like
For officers, isn't it?
Yeah, so you go there to become an officer, and it's like one of the best, like you have to be like appointed by a congressman to
Jesus.
go there. And like my name was in the conversation for that, and they asked me like, look, like if you want to go, like we'll send the paperwork up, because they like thought I was just that good of a soldier. And I really thought about it, bro. Like I really thought about it, but at the end of the day I said no.
What was so different about you as when you were a soldier?
I think I just had less focus on music. More of my energy was going into just being like the best soldier I could be, at least at the beginning.
Were you ever deployed at all?
Yeah, I went to Germany and Poland.
Wow.
Yeah, during COVID.
Did you see much action there or no?
Action as in like gunfights or like?
Yeah, I'd say
no,
so.
I never saw anything like that. Thank God.
Oh.
That probably would have fucked me up because I'm a pretty peaceful person.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell, man. You're very, very tranquil, very calm, and it's very pleasing.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. So what would you do in Germany? And you said Poland?
Yeah. I mean, I had the same job throughout the Army for the most part. So, and the job didn't really differ. I was just a religious affairs specialist. So I would like assist the chaplain with whatever they needed. And like, if we went into combat, I would protect them because chaplains can't carry weapons. They're like holy. So
Gotcha.
they can't.
Okay, I understand.
So I was like the bodyguard in a way.
That's kind of cool.
Kind of cool.
That is actually really cool.
That was the cool part. But other than that, it was just like setting up services and counseling people that like didn't want to talk to a chaplain. Like basically like the outcast would come talk to me about their problems, because when you have issues, you go talk to the chaplain. But for the people who are like, you know, atheists or people who just didn't want to talk to an officer who was higher rank, because that's what chaplains are, they would come talk to me. And so that role never changed depending on really where I was at. That was always my role.
Sick.
Yeah.
That's the bodyguard, the chaplain bodyguard.
Yeah, that was cool.
You need a movie about yourself, man. That'd be really cool.
That would be tight. Maybe one day.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man. That'd be cool. Do you think that there are any myths about the Army?
Myths that they care about you. I think there's a lot of.
Any that you can disprove?
Probably not, but I have like opinions on them. I would say like they definitely like push like narratives that they really care about their soldiers, but like, I mean, they don't care about people like primarily.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, they can't because they're focused on winning wars.
Right.
So I can't blame them. But
in the era of COVID that you were in, when they were really pushing the vaccine, how do you feel like that narrative influenced your decision of being in the Army? How did that work out in your head?
In my head, it was tough, bro, because I saw like the mandate was going to come out, and I was like, I really don't want this. Like, it's literally like, to me, it was crazy. Like, I didn't understand the push for it, and like I think there are like reasons for that, like monetary reasons. Like I think billionaires probably invested in a vaccine, found out people didn't want it, so they had to like in the media like guilt trip people probably into getting it. I think that's what was happening. But to me, like it just in my head, I was like, I really don't want this. It's had like hardly any testing. We don't know the long-term effects. That's the facts of it. Like we don't know the long-term effects. If I get COVID, I'm fine.
We do now though.
I'm young, healthy, like 22 years old at the time. Yeah. Like it's not going to hurt me. And if it does, then like, well, at least, you know, whatever, I guess. Like if I die, I die. You know, we all die. But like to me, it just didn't seem worth it to get it. And so I didn't want it for those reasons. And those weren't really good reasons in the military's eyes. Like they gave leniency when people had like a religious conviction of it, because some people thought it was like not what God would want them to do or whatever. And like, that's cool. Like, that's fine. Believe what you believe. But like those beliefs were taken more seriously than mine, which were just like a genuine concern that had nothing to do with religion.
Right.
So people got like religious exemptions and stuff, and I didn't, because like to me it had nothing to do with God.
And where did that leave you? How did the military see you?
Definitely like trash. I mean, you're literally disobeying an order, and they don't take kindly to that regardless of what it is. And to me, that just seemed like way too crazy of an order for me to follow.
What were the consequences?
A lot. I got a general, what's the fuck? It's called a GOMAR, which is just like a reprimand, which is just a fancy word for like a letter of disapproval from like a general.
Yeah.
And I got that, and then they kicked me out without an honorable discharge.
Wow.
Yeah.
I saw recently that you had to do some fighting.
Yeah.
So you know where I'm going with this. You can take it from there.
Yeah. No, it got upgraded to honorable yesterday. Like it
was just yesterday.
Yesterday. Yeah. It took 18 months after I appealed it. The second the vaccine mandate ended, I appealed it because I knew like that was going to happen because like it was stupid, but no one thought it was stupid at the time. I was like, I felt like Kanye. I was like, you know what I mean? Like everyone's just mad at me, and I'm like, bro, like this makes no sense in my head. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. And then, but you know, like 2 years later, people are like, wow, like that probably wasn't the smartest thing.
I feel you.
So the second that mandate ended, I appealed it to the review board, which is like somewhere in like I think in DC or something.
Yeah.
And they got back to me and they upgraded it to honorable as of yesterday, which is crazy. So that was a great feeling.
Dude, I congratulate you.
Thank you, bro.
That must have been an insane feeling.
I appreciate it.
I mean, just to go from a soldier that is discussed in the highest of conversations with officer potential, then to just one simple thing as not wanting to put something in your body that you don't know what the long-term effects are, and they just disown you. You know, that must have been just an insane feeling. That goes back to the point that you're making where they don't care about you.
Yeah. I mean, they don't. But they also can't. Because if you care...
They can't afford to.
Yeah, literally. I mean, it's just like...
Can you blame them?
I really can't. Because, like, if I'm trying to win a war, I don't care about how you feel.
I understand, yeah.
Like, I have to do what's best for the overall mission at the end of the day. And so, like, I don't blame them. But, I mean, that's why I didn't like the organization. Mm-hmm. It's just, like, it's just shitty. Like, I care about people, you know?
Yeah, I get you. What would you do differently if you were to do it all again?
Nothing.
Nothing? Just
Nothing. No. I think everything happens for a reason.
I respect that.
Like without that experience, like I absolutely wouldn't be where I'm at now. I never would have come to school if I didn't think I was going to get my benefits.
Yeah.
Like I was under the impression I was going to get my benefits, which is why I applied in the first place. So no, I wouldn't do anything different at all. Okay. I think it all happened perfectly.
That's amazing to hear. Well, on that cheery note, I wanted to ask you a lot earlier. The question occurred to me. But where's your happy place?
My happy place.
Is it in Germany or Poland?
It's like a physical location?
No, it can be whatever. I was just messing around.
My happy place. That's a great question because I feel very happy when I'm like creating something that I feel is really good and from the heart. I feel very, very good. I mean, I feel very fulfilled when I have this canvas. I just threw something at it, and it turns out beautiful in my eyes and my ears. Like that, I feel very happy in those moments.
Do you care if other people feel the same way?
Not really.
Honestly, that's the attitude I have.
Not really. That is the
attitude I have.
Like, of course, like I want it to like, you know, have more awareness and reach more ears, and I want people to relate to it, of course. But like at the end of the day, that's not why I make the music. Like I make the music because it's therapeutic for me. It's who I am. It's the art I want to see in the world. And then if other people can relate to it and feel that shit, like that's amazing. But even if they don't, like I know that like I created something that no one else has created, and it's just an extension of who I am and where my head's at the time.
Like a third leg.
I guess. But it's just like like an extension of who I am, and I think that's like very, very fulfilling for me personally. That's definitely a happy place. Another happy place was like just like probably like being like on the beach with my girlfriend or something.
Hell yeah. Where'd you meet your girlfriend?
At a Machine Gun Kelly concert.
I regret asking the question. Dude, I thought you were an Eminem fan. What are you doing at MGK's concert?
Honestly, like MGK was my favorite artist for like probably 3 years. I still like his music a lot. Yeah, I mean Eminem won the beef, no doubt. Like I'm not blind.
For sure.
You know, I have ears, but
I liked him as an actor in The Dirt. Did you ever see that Motley Crue?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he killed it as Tommy Lee.
Incredible.
It pleasantly surprised me.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he in anything else? Do you know?
Yeah, but the rest of the movies I've seen are just bad movies.
Oh, I think he was in this Pete Davidson movie actually.
Oh, The King of Staten Island? Or was it
He was in that one as well, I believe, and I think Big Time Adolescence.
Yeah.
That one.
He was cool in those. For
yeah,
sure.
I mean, he played a minor role, but of course, he killed it. My girlfriend just kind of put me onto movie. That movie genre really, it's kind of like,
The stoner.
yeah, kind of. I don't really know how to describe it.
It's like the new age, like Seth Rogen type stuff.
I'd say. Would you say it's better?
Nah, you can't beat
probably.
Superbad or Step Brothers, bro. Like, you
no
can't
way.
beat those types of movies. Like, you just can't.
Bro. I be loving the James Franco movies as well. Like, his comedies
Facts.
are amazing. He's
I
a good
really
actor
like him.
too, bro. He's got really good chops.
Oh yeah, he's incredible. Like, yeah,
Spider-Man trilogy, come on now.
I'm not really into superhero
Bro,
movies.
what?
But
Okay, I don't
really-
care. I don't care about the fact that you're not into superheroes, but the fact that you don't know, like, you haven't watched the Spider-Man trilogy, the original one.
I don't know. I've seen a Spider-Man movie. I just don't know which one it was.
Who's the Spider-Man? Was it Tom Holland?
Peter Parker.
Bro, what? Yeah, obviously Peter Parker, bro. Who's his actor, bro?
I think it was Tobey Maguire.
Okay, so
Yeah.
those are his movies then.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the one
I
that
think-
James Franco.
I was a kid when I saw him.
Bro, those
I saw-
movies always resonated
I saw that
with
new
me.
one where all the Spider-Mans were there.
Far from something
the
from
end.
home. Something from home.
That one was cool. Zendaya was in it.
Bro, then I feel like there's like a new actor wave coming, and it's got like Zendaya, Austin Butler, Timothy Chalamet, bro. I feel like there's like a new wave that's about to get really pushed onto us.
Interesting. Okay.
And I'm low-key kind of really interested in seeing that because I feel like the old format of superhero movies are just dying out, you know? I feel like
Okay.
I think we're just moving on to better cinema.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for that because superhero, I got a little tired of it.
Really? I mean, it's probably easy to get tired of when there's like 4 superhero movies
There's
every
so
year.
many, bro.
It's
So
like
many. I'm
they just
tired
keep
of
like
it.
milking it. Which
Bro, what were we talking about before?
Happy Place.
Oh, yeah.
I have one more.
Let me know.
Creating lately I've really gotten into creating lo-fi music, like study music, and like
You telling me this the other day.
that shit is so peaceful.
Yeah?
Literally, it's like the opposite of being a rapper. Cause like there's no pressure. Literally, like I just create this like what I think would be relaxing because I love
Yeah.
lo-fi music, and I just kind of challenge myself to do that, and then I put it out into the world, and it doesn't matter really. if people like it or not. Like my face isn't even on my profile. Like it's literally anonymous. No one has no idea like who it is.
It's not under Young Delirious?
No, not at all. It's a completely separate like entity on like Spotify and stuff, and no one even knows. Like,
How long does
it's
it take
awesome.
for you to put together your songs?
Probably maybe like 3 hours, just like all encompassing. Because like I'll work on it for maybe like an hour and get like things down, and then I might mix it for like an hour, and then just come back to it and make final tweaks.
Okay.
And then I'll like be like, all right, this is ready for the world.
You don't prefer, though, do you? As to what you're currently doing as Young Delirious?
I don't know. I think like right now I'm really enjoying it. Like I'm really enjoying
wow.
the lo-fi music. It's just peaceful, bro.
Do you think you can see like the ultimate transition into doing that full time?
Probably not. I think it's more of like a side thing.
Okay.
Like I feel like I'm surrounded by chaos, like in my head, and like just the amount of things I'm doing every day, or like the people I'm around, or the industry in general, and like anything that's like away from the chaos and the hoopla, like I really enjoy. Like I enjoy getting away. Like I enjoy peaceful things. I like the mountains. Like those are things I really just love. Like it's just me and me and this keyboard, or me and my girlfriend, or me and this mountain I'm climbing, like whatever. Like
You're a mountain climber as well.
a little bit. I've climbed to the top of Colorado and Texas, like the peaks
Nice.
of both those states, and I want to do more.
I'm a mountain climber as well. I
Really?
I
Bro,
actually
let's go.
I climbed Everest.
No, you didn't.
I did.
What? I need pictures.
No, I didn't.
I was saying, there's no fucking way, dog.
Nah, bro, I could never ever dream of doing any of that. Even the ones that you described,
It's intense.
I can imagine. I feel like it's not it's not like rock climbing or anything, but like still.
Yeah, like I haven't done anything like that where there's like ice picks or
Hell
like.
no,
But
absolutely
there's
not.
times you're like on all fours, like scrambling
no,
up.
I get you.
Like,
And there's like sudden cliffs. It's just like one wrong step, you can be falling down a cliff that you didn't even see. You know.
incredible. I love it. It's like it's.
What do you mean
thrilling.
it's incredible? It's horrifying. What are you talking
I
about?
think it's so dope. I don't know. I love it. Like
You're not scared of heights or anything like that,
I love heights.
bro? Is that why you're always traveling on like planes and things like that, bro? I can't
I love
express
being
how
in the
scared
air.
I am of planes.
Really?
I can't express it.
Bro, so do you drive here? Or do you
No,
fly?
I fly.
So you're just
I
like
fly. I'm clutching the armrests.
wow.
Yeah, man, it's pretty bad.
Look-
Praying in my head, bro. It's just
Loki, I got like bored of flying. Like it's
Bro.
just, like, I'm just like fuck. Like I have to.
yeah.
do this
I
again.
wish I had those problems, bro. I wish I had those problems. What do you fly on?
I do Southwest usually.
Okay, you see, I use Spirit.
Oh, sometimes I do Spirit though. Spirit's
use-
clutch,
It is clutch.
especially in the Southeast.
Really?
Bro, I can go to Miami for like $40.
Really?
Bro, look up like Miami one way. Like I guarantee you.
Bro, that's where I
it's
go.
under
I'm from
$60.
Miami, so that's where it's always been like in the hundreds for me.
Is it round trip though? Or one way?
It's just one way.
Oh, really? Oh, I usually go to Google Flights, and then that's where it tells me. But yeah, bro, usually it's really cheap to fly anywhere in the Southeast with Spirit. It's hard. I like it.
It is clutch, but it's a little bumpy. They move regardless of what the weather is, bro. Let me tell you.
Bro, their chairs are like brick. But hey, for $60, I'll take it.
Bro.
But yeah, usually
No
Southwest.
questions asked.
I got the Southwest card,
That's what's
bro.
up.
It's hard. It's fire. I love
Bro,
the
I
Southwest
actually
card.
just at my last flight coming back over from Miami, they have like the thing I do like about Spirit is like how interactive the flight attendants are. They have like little trivia games throughout.
What?
They have trivia games throughout.
That. Okay.
And like of course no one's gonna want to participate in it. So the fewer people that are participating, the more likely it is for you to win. With that being said, I like to partake in these games and receive free flying points.
Oh, that's fire.
So I would recommend to anyone participate if you're flying Spirit.
Okay, good to know. Do you like? Are you? What's the word? Left my fucking head. Are you like rowdy? Are you like you're a fucking woman? Like, are you like
No, bro.
flexing on the plane? Like, I'm the trivia god. Like,
Bro, I just get up, start slapping everyone in the head. Like, this is my plane,
this
bro.
is my fucking plane. Pilot, get out. I'm taking over this bitch.
Hell no, bro. I was about to say something messed up. Never mind, bro. Never mind.
You can tell me after.
Yeah, bro. But I wanted to ask you,
What's up?
what is in the day of the life of young Delirious like? What is you wake up? You wake up in the morning. What are you eating for breakfast? Take me through your day.
Yeah, I wake up in the morning. I usually don't eat breakfast most of the time.
What?
I don't know. I like really, bro. There's days I won't eat till like 7 p.m. because I'm just like busy. Like
come
I don't,
on, bro.
No, dead ass, bro. Like I don't eat breakfast a lot of the time. Like I'll just wake up. Usually I go to class first, like Monday through Friday, because we're in school. But after that, it's like it consists of like meetings usually, and then like working on music, like whether it's in my room working on lo-fi or like just producing something that I'm working on, or engineering it, or going to the studio and recording something like with an engineer. It really just depends, or collaborating. Like a lot of my days recently have just been that. It's like I wake.
Damn, you good?
Yeah, I'm straight. It's just like waking up, class, then like working with a producer in the studio, and then coming back home, working in the studio more, and then meetings usually regarding like shows and tour stuff and things of that nature. And then sometimes I'll hop on like Warzone with the boys back home here and there. And then at the end of the night, I try to talk to my girlfriend before we go to sleep. And that's like what my day typically looks like.
How do you maintain that relationship with her while being so far away?
Just a lot of like patience and understanding.
It's gotta be.
Like communication for sure. Because it's tough, bro. I mean, it's just like, it's really hard when, like your other half is like 600 miles away.
It's true.
It's just tough, but it's worth it. Like, I mean, if that's like who you really want to be with, like at the end of the day,
you will make that effort.
You'll make it happen. If you want something, you make it happen. If you don't, you don't make it happen at the end of the day. That applies to everything, so.
I feel like you're probably qualified to answer this question.
Okay.
But what advice would you give to someone that is kind of dealing with a long distance relationship, and just one person saying the long distance isn't working out? What would you kind of say to that person?
Yeah, I mean, if one side is like, yo, like this isn't working, I think the way to like resolve that, or just at least try to, would be like talk to them about what's not working and see if it's something that could be fixed with like more effort in a certain area. Because there's definitely been times where it's like, fuck, like I don't feel fulfilled in this area, like whether it's her or me, and it's like, the other person needs to either like pick up the slack to like make sure that the other person feels like fulfilled in the relationship at least. And like, yeah, I think it's just really about knowing what each other's like needs are and then fulfilling them to the best of your ability. But like there's times where like it's just not possible. Like right now is like one of those times where it's like, look, like I'm so busy with all the stuff going on, like we can't talk every night, and it sucks, but like we communicate that openly. Like, hey, like I won't be able to talk tonight. Like I'm in the studio, you know.
So then, with that being said, what's the key to a successful relationship? Long distance.
Long distance. Yeah. Yeah, it's communication.
Yeah.
Communication for sure, and then just like doing what you can for each other. Like she literally she bought this Red Bull for me today. She cashed out me $4 this morning. She's like Red Bull because I know you're tired, and I was like, damn.
See, it's little things like that, bro. That's
Little
so sweet,
things
bro.
are so important. But then also knowing that there's an end date. You like having an end date in mind for the long distance to stop. Like
something to work towards too.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Having that finish line. Because like for me personally at least, like I need a finish line if I'm doing something that's difficult, there needs to be a finish line.
Okay.
I can't just do it in like perpetuity or like indefinitely.
Mm-hmm.
Like I need like that finish line. So in my head I'm like, okay, like we need to make it to like this day, and then once you make it to that day, it's like, all right, like cool. This part of our relationship that's like been more difficult is going to like finally end, and then we can like, you know, start actually like, you know, having, instead of having two separate lives, having lives that can kind of like combine more. You know what I mean? Because like long distance, like literally, like she has her own life, I have my own life, and then we talk about our lives to each other. You know what I mean? And like, there's only so much you can build long distance.
Right.
So having an end date to me is at least is like important for sure. Just having like something to work towards.
Kudos to you, bro.
Thank you.
I feel like some people really need to hear that. That there is something to look forward to if you guys just communicate.
Yeah.
So yeah. So this turned into like a romantic advice kind of thing.
I'm down to talk about anything.
You killed it too, bro.
Thank you, bro.
But let me backtrack to the music side of it.
Yeah, for sure.
So before working in the studio, I wanted to ask if there's something that you do to prepare before producing.
Before producing, energy drink.
Energy, dude, I see you with energy drinks all the time, man.
Bro, it does something to me. It just puts me in like the zone.
Yeah,
like, it helps the flow state.
Dude, I think even when you were getting interviewed by Lex, you had a Red Bull in your hand. I'm like 99% sure that you were, bro.
Yeah.
How many energy drinks do you drink in a day?
I probably average one. I mean, there's days I'll have two. There's days I have none. I probably average one. And I keep them small, like the 8.4 ounces. I don't want...
What flavor is that?
This is Juneberry.
Juneberry. What even is a Juneberry, bro?
I don't know, but...
Bro, they're just making fruit names up. Is that even a thing? Jamie, pull up a Juneberry.
Please. Say Jemmy?
Jamie.
Oh, Jamie.
It's a real thing. Never mind.
Okay. Well, I guess they're not pulling it out.
Damn, that's cool. Shadbush. That's what it's also known as, a shadbush.
Shadbush. They should have put that on here.
Hell no. I'm very grateful that it's called a Juneberry, not a shadbush, bro.
Shadbush. What's your favorite Red Bull flavor? Shadbush, bro.
I like Grey Bush.
But yeah, no, for me it's a Red Bull. Like
that's nice, bro.
State, like, just an energy drink is, for some reason, important. Like it could be hard for me to focus at times. I even bought medicine for focus. It's not Adderall. It's like this stuff I got on Amazon, but like. Something to help me like tune in and focus. They be
selling prescribed medicines on Amazon?
It's not prescribed. It's just like it's just like I have like this focus medicine. I haven't tried it yet, but it's like I want to drink less energy drinks.
Okay.
And I was like, well, I think if I have something else that helps me focus, like gummies, I can just take gummies instead of probably ruining my body with energy drinks.
It's probably not serving any great health benefits. Let's look at this.
Probably not, but like I love it still.
26. I mean, it's a caffeine getting you going. 26 grams of sugar. Wow.
Oh, I'm hyped, man.
Bro, just lay it out in the line and just snort it all, bro.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, that's what I do. Energy drink for sure.
Awesome. My man, what is We Are the Defiant?
That's my LLC. Honestly, I was just thinking of like what would be a good name that represents what I do, and I just feel like I'm a very against the grain person.
Rebellious too.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's like I see people like running one way, and I'm just like I don't really run with them. I'm just like, why are they running? And then I'll like actually like think about it from like a non-biased point of view, and then I'll just kind of go whatever direction makes sense to me. A little
philosopher moment.
I guess so. Yeah. Like I've always been that way. I mean, like I grew up in a small town, and I was like, damn, like hip hop is it.
Right.
Hockey is my favorite sport. Like, bro, there's not even ice within like 100 miles of me. You know. Like,
wow. So you're even cut from a different cloth.
Even as a kid, yeah. Like I don't know. Like something about me just didn't like doing what everyone else was doing.
Was your family supportive of you just being so different?
with some things. Like my mom like was really supportive of me liking hockey. Like I was put in like a league and like she would drive me to the games and stuff. Cool. Not supportive to the point of like because in my head I'm like I want to go pro, and in her head she's like that's not happening. But like she would take me there like for fun, and like like I'm thankful for that. Like, but originally like when I was like a kid, like I wanted to be a hockey player more than anything in the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, do you still feel those ambitions?
Not so much, no. But like I do have.
Let me ask you: if you were to put on the skates and the position was given to you, and it's either the skates and the puck, or a microphone and headphones and keyboards, which side are you going with?
Microphone, headphone, keyboards.
That's just okay. So that's just your life.
Yeah,
without a doubt. Okay, got you.
Yeah, without a doubt. I do want to say like I do feel like if I just like dropped everything else and like hockey became my priority, like I genuinely think I could like do something with it. Like I'm very confident in my ability to do something when I give a fuck. Yeah. Like that's probably what I'm most confident in as a person. Right. Like if I want something to happen, like it's gonna happen. Like I genuinely believe that.
That's incredible, huh? You're a very confident person. That's a very good quality to have in this industry, bro.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I feel like you have to be like, you don't have to be, but I think it's important to be confident. I mean, you have to believe in yourself at least. If you don't believe in yourself, like, no one's going to believe in you.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's a good point.
People don't believe Kanye's a genius because he was humble about it.
He tells I'm a genius,
bro. He's like, I'm a genius, and then like,
I'm a god. That's what he is.
And I'm like,
what he says.
Like that fair point. But like, if he didn't say those things, like, would we really think he's a genius? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, just like people, like America's like the greatest country. Like, we screamed that for 200 years. If we didn't scream that for 200 years, there's no way we would believe it.
I mean, I feel like, well, let me use the example of Elon Musk. I mean, I don't hear him.
I love Elon.
I mean, I don't hear him screaming, calling himself a genius, but everyone recognizes his genius.
That's true.
You know?
That's true. That's a fair point.
So, I mean, it's just not necessarily a counter. It just depends on perspective, you know? Mm-hmm. And what those people can contribute. I feel like if Kanye didn't call himself a genius, I feel like I would call him a genius. You know? Okay. With what he's been able to contribute to the hip-hop scene. Hold on.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to clear my throat.
You're good.
Dude, I got like this burp bubbling up, bro, and it's just like not coming out. So it just feels like this bubble in my throat, man. So I don't know what's going on.
Dang, that's interesting. Hope you're okay.
It's the beef jerky, bro. I'm telling you, man.
It's that jerky.
It's that jerky. That jerky's doing. Oh, yeah.
I only had one piece.
I've destroyed this. I destroyed the muffin. When I finished, I was out looking for some more food, bro. I was just like... Okay. You frequently collaborate with musicians when you put out songs and albums. Like all the time. Almost every single single, almost every single EP, almost every single album. What are your qualifications when collaborating with another artist? And is there a standard that they need to bring to the studio to promote a productive work environment?
That's actually crazy because, like I agree. Like, you're right. Like, a lot of the songs I've put out are, like, collaborative. But I don't feel like I collaborate with many people, at least before, like, maybe a year ago. I really didn't collaborate with that many people, in my opinion. But you're right. Like, a lot of stuff that I put out, like, a lot of it's collaborations.
Dude, almost, like, every single thing.
Like, a lot of shit. And so, for me, though, like, I'm very particular. I'm very picky. Like, I have to be a fan of your music to begin with. Like, if I don't like what you're doing, you can be talented. You could be, like, a great, like, hip-hop producer. You could be, like, a great, like, guitarist in a metal band. Like, I can recognize talent, but if I'm not a fan of what you're creating, like, I probably don't want you in the studio with me because I don't know. I want to create music I love. And if I have someone who I'm a fan of in the studio with me, then, like, we're going to create something even better than what I could create on my own, in my opinion. So, yeah, my qualification really is just me being a genuine fan of that individual as an artist. That's what I would say, yeah. Like, I mean, Slaz, I'm a fan of his music. Like, Megs, I think Megs is really talented. Like, I like his music.
It's pronounced Megs? I thought it was Meeks.
It's Megs.
It's Megs?
Yeah, Megs. And then, like...
He's the guy that goes here, right?
Yeah, he goes
here. With a mustache and guitar?
Yeah, mustache and guitar. Yeah, bro, his guitar got stolen.
What?
Yeah, he left it in the stairwell. Actually, I don't know how you leave your guitar in the stairwell. Was that his? Yeah.
Yo, it's in my room.
No fucking...
No, I'm kidding.
I was about to say, no way. I'm going to call him right now.
No, absolutely not.
But yeah, his guitar got stolen. I mean, who else? Like CM Young, like huge fan
Oh
of
my
his
God,
music, bro.
bro.
Like,
Talk to me about your collab with CM Young. CM Young, as you know, was on the show. We've begun to have a bit of a pleasant relationship, the three of us.
100%.
Talk about the collaboration with him and like how you guys feel like what you guys give to each other.
Yeah.
How you motivate each other, how you bring each other up.
Yeah. No, I think
artistically.
it really started, and what's crazy is like I didn't realize this, but another person I've been collaborating with a lot is Gabe Parsons. He's local, and like he mentioned this. He's like, bro, like I feel like the reason we create such great music, like a big part of it is because we were just friends.
Right.
And I was like, damn, like that's true. And then I was like connecting those dots with CM Young, like we just like became friends, and like we both like. And early in our career, had the exact same like inspirations, like Logic, G-Eazy, like
Right.
like those.
He's got the G-Eazy cut, bro.
He does have the
It's
G-Eazy
fire.
cut. It is fire.
I don't see haircuts like that at all anymore.
No, it's hard. But like we really both early in our career, you know, listened to a lot of that music and like watched his tour videos. And like he came over like one of the first nights, like we started like, you know, making music and hanging out, and we just like. Me, him, and my roommate were just like drinking and watching old G-Eazy videos, and we were like, "Yo, like, you were doing this too, like 6 years ago. It's exactly what I was doing, you know." And so, like, having that relatability and coming from like the same sort of like background as far as inspirations go at the beginning, it's like that was just like really cool because not many people around me like had that same experience that I did, where like fell in love with. You know, G-Eazy as an artist growing up, fell in love with Logic and his concept albums growing up and things like that. And so that's where it started. And then just, you know, the friendship builds. And then as the friendship builds, like more collaborations are happening. And then like, they're just fire, bro. It's like.
What do you call CM Young when you guys are just hanging out together? You just say CM, you call him Chris? I'm curious.
I think I just say bro.
You just say bro?
Yeah,
That's actually really valid. I think I call pretty much everybody bro or dude.
Yeah. I even call my girlfriend bro sometimes.
Same,
she's
bro.
Like,
she's like,
bro?
Oh,
wow, bro.
Yeah, okay. So it's like, it's a universal thing, I guess. Wow.
Girls hate that, bro. No,
bro, girls hate that, bro. It's just second nature to me to always say it in my vocabulary.
Yeah, I don't call anyone by their name, bro. Like, I really don't. Hardly. Have I ever called you Julio?
Just right now you did, and that's the only time.
On God, bro. I just say bro.
Yeah, it's easier too, and it's like it's more personable. I mean, I feel like saying your name is also personable, but it also feels like kind of formal. You get me?
Yeah, I agree. It's way more formal to say like someone's name.
Yeah, like imagine if I like called you Jason, you know, or let alone Eduardo, bro. Like
facts. That'd be weird.
When I see you, I'm like, yo, I either call you D or Young D or bro.
Yeah, exactly. And to me, that's exactly how it is. Like, yeah, I don't know. I guess CM, if I'm like talking about him, it's like CM.
Yeah, same here.
In the third person, but yeah.
Bro, I didn't mean to sound like a stalker or anything, bro. When I said your name like that,
bro, you're good.
I did a bit of research,
I love
bro.
that. That's fire.
No, bro, I just love getting to see like the achievements that the people that come on the show and everything that they've accomplished. It's really cool to see all that.
Thank you, bro. Yeah.
I wanted to talk about that 1903 tattoo.
Yeah.
What is the significance of that?
Okay.
Were you born in 1903?
So I always say something really fucked up. Should I say it?
It's
a joke. Like obviously,
if it's a joke, it's a joke.
When people like ask me that, I'm always like, "That's the year Hitler's mom was born."
Oh, my favorite year now.
Because like I think it's true. I think I remember looking up what happened in 1903, and like I think like that was one of the things is like Hitler's mom or dad was born. I don't know, but that's obviously not what it means.
She was born in 1860, bro.
Maybe she died in 1903. Is that what it is?
She died in 1907.
Maybe it was his dad. Maybe his dad, or maybe
let's look at Hitler's dad.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
He died Hitler's dad died in 1903.
That's what it was. Okay, yeah. And I was just like,
that's crazy. This is a scary looking dude.
Probably.
Have you seen him?
Dad, dog. No. Let me see.
Yeah, come on over. Look at him, bro.
Oh my God.
Look at the mustache.
Oh, he looks like a terrible father.
I mean, look how Hitler came out.
Oh my God. Ugh.
What a time to be alive in, bro.
Facts. But no, so it's really my friend's house back home. It was like the squad house where we would like hang out as teenagers and just do hooligan shit.
Yeah.
And it's the number for his address, 1903
Okay,
South
sick.
Blank Street, because I'm not going to give out his address.
Obviously, bro.
But that's what it is,
Valid.
1903. And it's just to remember home, you know? I got it in like when I was on vacation one year. And
you got one in the back too, in the tricep part of your arm.
oh yeah, this is it's Nobody Likes You on this side, and then When You're 23 on this side. The Blink song, Blink 182.
Okay. I just had to put those two together. Okay.
Nobody likes you when you're 23. I got that when I turned 23.
Sick, man.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That was exactly. I was in a Blink phase and an MGK phase.
Who wasn't, man?
Facts.
Literally, who wasn't?
100%.
Do you like MGK's current music, or did you like him more when he was doing kind of the rap stuff?
Really both. I was a huge fan of him before he went punk with it, and when he went punk with it, I mean, he really brought back a whole genre to the mainstream for 2 years, and that was really cool. Him and Travis Barker.
Travis Barker for sure.
Barker was a
fantastic drummer.
Love
He's
Travis.
so cool.
I would on one of my college applications, a question was, if you could be a roommate with anyone, who would it be? And I put Travis Barker.
Does that still stand?
Sure, why not? He seems like such a cool guy, and I think I'd learn a lot from him.
Is he dating a Kardashian, or am I tripping?
He's dating Chloe.
That's crazy. Imagine dating a Kardashian, bro. Imagine how your life would be. I don't think
it's enjoyable.
it would not be for me.
Nah, I agree.
It would not be for me.
I don't envy them at all.
Not at all. I more so pity them.
Yeah,
I'd
if
say.
anything. I do think A$AP Rocky did it right, though. Fucking, your wife's a billionaire, dog?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
That's insane. That's so much respect for Rihanna. I had no clue she was a billionaire, and then when I found out, I was like, bro, that's
Good.
so cool.
Good for her, bro.
Yeah.
Deserves it for sure.
Awesome. What? I love when people who aren't supposed to do crazy things like that do them.
Right?
I
I feel like that was
shit.
for her. She's people forget she was a mega star, bro.
She was, but
She was
how
a-
did she even get her money? Because label's not going to pay you $1 billion. So what's her business side? I really want to know. I'm curious.
That also makes me because Paul McCartney also broke the $1 billion net worth.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
So I wonder how they're doing that as well.
I know rappers aren't billionaires. Kanye's a billionaire because of his clothing.
He was.
Diddy's a billionaire because of sex trafficking. Jay-Z's a billionaire because of his business ventures. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not a billionaire as a rapper.
How do Rihanna? She must have some kind of business that I'm not aware of.
Has to.
Or I am aware of it, but I'm just not aware that it's owned by her.
Yeah, that could be it too.
It could definitely be that. But no, good for her.
I respect the shit out of that, bro.
100%.
Awesome. Yeah, super cool.
Yeah, dating Kardashian, it wouldn't work for me.
Not at all, bro. Hell no.
So I want to kind of backtrack a little bit here.
Yeah.
To your first mixtape, The Other Side of Me.
Oh, God. I haven't talked about that forever. Okay.
How old were you when you finished that mixtape, brother?
I was 2017. I was probably 18.
Oh, he's dating Courtney. He said, who was that? Bianca.
Oh, yeah. That's my girlfriend.
Oh, she probably heard the whole thing about her.
Hey,
Hi,
babe.
Bianca. Let her know.
Love you.
Dating Courtney. So yeah, your first mixtape, The Other Side of Me.
Yeah.
How old were you? I'm sorry.
You're good.
Missed it, bro.
18. I think I was 18.
18.
when I
Wow,
finished
bro.
that. Yeah.
How far have you evolved since then?
So far.
Yeah, bro.
In every way, bro. Just from the vision to who I am. I'm just more myself than I've ever been, I feel like. And back then, I was myself, but I also was oh, I got bitches, I party. And bro, no, I didn't. You know what I mean? That was not at all who I was. But I heard other people do it, talk about it, and I was like, I have to talk about this. So I think as a person, content-wise, I've evolved a lot.
Okay.
As a rapper, I've evolved. The engineering has evolved. The production has become more tailored to my vision, and just the overall vision and who I am has evolved so much, bro. I look at that person and I'm like, don't even know who you are, honestly.
Yeah. But that was necessary, you know? That was necessary to get to where you are now.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people have to go through that cringy, not really your self-evolution to really kind of find, damn, that keeps on happening. Keep bumping into the mics. To find who you are.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you found it so soon after dropping that first mixtape, because do you have any... I couldn't find your mixtape anywhere, The Other Side of Me. Do you have any... I would really love to hear a song.
Yeah, it's on SoundCloud.
Oh, it was on SoundCloud.
SoundCloud and YouTube, I think. No, it's not even on YouTube, just SoundCloud.
Just SoundCloud?
Literally just SoundCloud. I kept it up just in case anyone would want to listen to it.
Yeah. Do you mind pulling it up on the Roadcaster? Because you are, in fact, connected.
I'll show you my best song on there.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
Or actually,
I love that.
maybe I should show you something terrible. That would be kind of lit.
So, yeah, it would
Play
be.
something awful.
And then show me your best one, of course.
Okay, I'm with that. Let's do it. So
Let's run it.
The Other side of me. The other side. Gosh, this cover is even like crazy, bro. Okay, so I'll show you. Oh god, I don't even want to play. It's kind of embarrassing. I'll just play something good.
Nah, come on, don't blue ball us like that. Come on, man.
Bro, oh man. Oh god, bro, this song's terrible. Okay, bet. This is called "Fuck What They Talking About."
Oh my god,
It's terrible, bro. Okay,
let's run it.
It's playing right now. I think it's like turned down on here.
Oh crap. Here we go.
Yeah, the OG. I can't believe I'm listening to this right now.
Damn.
What they talking about? You already know I'm balling out.
Yo, this is not you, bro.
All this money
It
gonna
is, bro. What they talking about?
Produced by Many Mate ain't that loud. Breaking laws, do it out loud.
They said break their balls? Is that what you said?
Break the law.
Oh,
the law.
that makes more
You
sense.
already know I'm balling out. Run it
out.
fast, center out. All this money gonna have you shout like.
You still remember the lyrics.
Produced by Many Mate ain't that loud. Breaking laws, do it out loud.
Fuck all you bitches who sit in doubt.
You know,
You know,
this song
this song?
goes against every hater out there.
No, chill.
Dreaming,
It's
it's for you.
Alright.
All right, the best one now. Please tell me that was not the best
No,
one.
that was terrible. That was probably the worst one on here.
No, man, that was great. Though. It's great seeing, looking back on that,
The
man.
progress is crazy.
Progress is insane.
Yeah. The best one is called Champ for sure. This one's cool. It was mixed in a real studio. in
Okay,
Houston.
bet.
Barron Studios, bro. I performed this like probably twice in the past year. Like I
Yeah?
still pull it out sometimes.
Sounds like a Metro beat, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, chase your dream. That's what you gotta do in life. Don't let anyone bring you down.
This is a line upon beat production.
Look at me, I'm making paper. There's no use for this office stapler. You just think that I'm a faker. I got no time for you fucking haters. I've been slaying shit. I put holes in it.
Yeah, you were really against the haters, then, bro.
Very. I had so many.
Yeah. Did you really?
Oh, bro. No one, like, here, I'll turn it down.
Yeah, you good?
Literally, bro, nobody, like, believed in me at first. At all.
Damn.
It was, like, there's even people, like, that I was friends with in high school that, like, I genuinely just don't talk to. Like, I stopped talking to them because they were, like, they would get off on hating me, basically.
Wow.
And it was, like, insane. And, like, it's weird, bro. Like, oh, shit. Hold on.
What happened? You good?
Yeah, we're good. My session was going to start at 9. Let me text my engineer real quick just to let him know.
Oh, did we run over?
Yeah, a little bit, but it's cool. It's cool. Can we do 9:30?
We'll wrap it up soon. We'll get some last questions. I'll probably get you one before 9:30.
Yeah. All right, bet.
Sorry, lost track of time there.
No, bro, that's cool. That's good, though. I mean,
Definitely
like,
did lose track of time.
When it's like, you know, when the conversation's good, that's what happens.
That's true. Wow, we've really been here for a while.
We have, bro.
That's great, though.
Keep the questions coming.
Okay, bet. So I did a bit of research, as you know, and I found it interesting that Tuesday is your favorite day of the week.
When did I say that?
Bro, what? How do I know this and you don't?
I did not remember saying that.
Bro,
Where did I say that?
I bet you I'll put it up right now.
That's crazy. Wow.
Just give me a second. I bet you I'll get it up in less than 30 seconds.
We are not obligated to be the same person we were 5 minutes ago. When did I say that, though? I'm so curious. Tuesday.
You were in your military uniform when you said it.
Okay.
I think I got it right here. It was on Facebook, so that probably helps.
Okay. Bro, I used to treat Facebook like Twitter. I would say random shit on there.
Okay, here it is. Here it is.
Oh my god. Yo, what?
What's SBC stand for?
Specialist. That was my rank.
Wow. Okay, Specialist Jason Diodato?
Diodato.
Diodato is from Houston, Texas, with a love of music, with his favorite artist being Kanye West. Does that still stand?
Probably not right now. No. I don't know who my favorite artist is right now.
We'll get back to that.
Yeah.
After the Army, he'd like to obtain a Bachelor's of Art and Music. You're achieving.
Yeah.
His favorite day of the week is Tuesday, with his favorite food being tacos.
favorite food is tacos.
So that stayed the same.
That's facts.
So that's facts. Okay. So is that why Tuesday was your favorite day? Because it's Taco Tuesday? That was my correlation.
Oh, probably. That's probably why I said it.
That's
They probably asked me, and I was probably like, "Who the fuck has a favorite day of the week?" Like that probably was just a weird
it's got to
question.
be. It's either Thursday or Friday, bro. It's
yeah,
gotta
like
be
the
Thursday
week,
or Friday.
like almost the weekend type.
Yeah,
vibe.
exactly.
Yeah, I could get that. I can get down with
I
that.
feel like it can't be Sunday because you got work the next day.
I do like Sundays low key because like
Really?
football.
But you got nothing going on right now though.
I know it's sad.
So football Sundays though. You also got football Mondays too.
Monday Night Football, yeah, that's true. But the Texans don't get primetime games, so I don't really care. I just Sunday.
You're a big
at
Texas
noon,
fan?
Huge Texans fan, bro.
Talk to me about that.
Man, it's heartbreaking. It's been a rough patch, but we're killing it right now.
You-
We're on the up and up, dog. Bro. I mean, I started watching like 2012. My uncle we would go home to my grandma's after church, and we would just throw the game on, and I was like, that's when I really became a fan.
Brother, you got Stephon Diggs now, and you got CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud.
I love CJ Stroud,
Nico
bro.
Collins.
I'm
bro,
a very
Tank
big fan of
Hill.
CJ. People are predicting Super Bowl material.
We're in our window.
You
I think we have 3
definitely are.
years, to make that shit happen.
You think so?
I mean,
I think
unless. However long Stroud's contract is, we're gonna have to pay him.
He's
hella
young. I
money.
think it's his second year in the NFL.
So I think he has 3 years left, right, on his rookie deal. So
Okay,
Yeah,
he'll get
it's cap
re-signed.
space.
And I guarantee he'll go back with the Texans too, depending on
hopefully.
how they treat
But
him.
it's like how much can we pay for him and still keep the rest of our talent is the real question. That's the hard part.
That's true, but the thing about him, he also seems like a humble person, So I feel like he
does.
wouldn't be going too crazy with the amount.
Hopefully not. I hope not.
That'd be heartbreaking.
Yeah, but yeah, big Texans fan for sure. So I like Sundays.
Okay, my man. Oh man, I think we got to get you out of here, man. Your engineers are gonna kill me if I don't get you
He
out.
hasn't even texted me back, bro. Where's he at? We can keep going until he texts me back, honestly, because he didn't call me or anything. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know, he wasn't like, yo, we have a session. That's kind of weird. Yo, bro.
What are you gonna be working on today, anyways?
Just recording for a project I have coming up. Just recording for the project that artist is on. And I just want to finish that before May so that I can really gather a release plan for it and just kind of move differently. Okay.
That's what's up.
He said 9:30 is cool.
I bet, because I really wanted to. If I could take away anything from what you've been talking about, I want to know about what you refer to as your son up there next to the Talk Nola sign.
Yeah, I don't know.
Talk to me about little Mr. Nebraska.
Mr. Nebraska. No, so this is Russ. He's so one weekend when my girlfriend came down to visit like a year and a half ago or so, we were just. I think we went to get tacos. Of
Was
course.
it a Tuesday?
Nah, it was a weekend. And we went to Walgreens to grab something, and then we saw him, and we were like, "Yo, that thing's adorable."
Dude,
And
really? Oh, dude, he's got. Do you mind if I touch him?
Yeah, bro, go ahead.
Bro, he's got the young.
He's got the
D merch on. This is, bro. Is that? You also got the same necklace you got on right now too.
Yeah.
Is this? Oh, is that yin and yang?
Swagged out, yeah.
Oh, he's dripped out, bro. He's missing sunglasses and a fedora now.
On God, bro, fedora would be tight. Fedora would be tight.
That'd be so tough.
Yeah, my girlfriend and I saw him, and we were like, damn, this should be cool. And we don't not to get personal, but we're not a big fan of kids. But we saw that, we were like, damn, maybe that could be a kid. And so we bought him, and then we saw this other thing. I don't know what it is. It's like a Reese's Pieces stuffed animal. And my girlfriend's favorite candy is Reese's. And we were like, yo, okay, this is our son, that's our daughter. And his name is Russ. Because of his album, There's Really a Wolf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
So we named him Russ. And
That's cool.
yeah, bro, I don't know. It's just that's another back to the relationship thing. We literally
Little things like that.
little things like this where he's got the merch, bro, swagged out. She made that. She literally cut a sock and then stitched this vinyl in here somehow.
That's so
and
cool,
then,
bro.
Yeah, literally little things. And this is just my guy, bro. In the Nebraska show, he's right under the DJ stand.
Bro, if you don't wife her up, I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, bro.
We'll see what the future holds. I'm not really I don't want to get Russ. I don't want to get married until I like accomplish all the goals I want with music.
I feel that. I'm on the same boat as you. I'm on the same boat as you. But at the same time, I will never be like a guy that will play like a girlfriend. You get me? I'll always be like, I'll be a very committed person. I'll be loyal, even though marriage is really down the road for me.
Yeah.
Commitment and loyalty is really, really, really big for me, bro.
Yeah. I mean, that's the biggest part. I mean, honestly, it's like so important because like that's like kind of the point of it. At the end of the day, it's just like
That's true.
being like that rock for the other person. Like she like calms me down. Like she like helps me see the beauty in small things, which is something I struggle with because like I'm like so focused on like bigger picture and like all the big things that are going on that like it's so hard for me to take in the beauty of just like the grass outside. But like when I'm with her, like those are things that I like notice more. And
Gotcha.
It's like I'm more appreciative of the small things in life. And like I don't know where I was going with that, but
No, I feel you though, 100%.
yeah.
That's great. One of the last things I want to ask: talk to me about any upcoming gigs, anything that the listeners should be concerned with.
Yes, bro. 420, the talk.
420.
My boy Julio, the second time I've ever said your name. He's doing not the pleasure. What's he doing? I don't know how to say this. I'm very grateful for him putting on the show that we're having on 420 here at
Appreciate
Loyola on campus. It starts at 420. And
Of course,
it's
naturally.
in room 421. Unfortunately, not room 420.
We
And,
should like put like a post-it over the one and just have like a 0 instead.
That'd be fire.
That'd be cool, right?
We could do that, yeah.
That'd be cool.
You know, we got flyers up, so like, yeah, I mean, if you're at Loyola, if you're in New Orleans, like pull up it's free show. We'll have snacks there, merch. It's going to be great, bro, doing some unreleased stuff. And I'm just psyched to be doing it with CM Young too. Like it's going to be a lot of fun. And then other than that, I have something coming up on May 4th as well, but I don't really want to like talk about that until the 420 show's over, just because it's also here in New Orleans. I don't want to like market two shows at once.
I get you.
But yeah, and then Back Home Fest, May 17th. I guess I'm announcing that right now.
Okay.
Burton, Texas. So for my people out there from back home, be ready. We're gonna announce that soon, and yeah, it's gonna be a blast, bro.
I love that.
Super.
What do you
excited.
think? I'm sorry.
I was saying super excited. That's it.
What do you think the audience should be expecting or can be expecting for the 420 show? What should they be anticipating? Why will this show be any different than any other show that they've ever watched in New Orleans?
Because we're putting a bunch of thought into the whole experience of it. Like we're not just going to go out there and rap our songs. Like
Gotcha.
We have so much more that's going to accompany it. I'm not going to go into details, but like, yeah, it's going to be more of an experience than a show, if that makes sense. Like,
Right.
yeah, I guess I don't know how else to say it without spoiling it, but
I get you.
yeah, this is going to be an experience, bro. It's going to be a lot of fun. The crowd's going to be involved. It's going to be great.
Can't wait.
I'm stoked as fuck for it, bro.
Got to pack that room.
On God.
That room will be packed.
Yeah, and it's a small room too, so it's going to
It's
feel
gonna
even
look
more
great.
packed.
It's going to feel great.
I'm super excited, bro. It's going to be so much fucking fun.
All right. Last thing, man. Then you
Oh,
are
shit.
free to go do
All
your
right.
musical genius stuff.
I appreciate it.
One last message to your audience, to your fans. What is it? What is the Young Delirious message?
Follow your dreams and your goals. I mean, do whatever you love to do, whether it's painting, whether it's being a teacher, whether it's well, maybe not drugs, but there's
Probably not.
probably not drugs, but like whatever you love to do, like just do it, and like don't really be concerned with like what other people are like, what they think of it, like what the person in the next room might feel. Like just be authentic, be yourself, and don't let outside influences like affect who you are and what you want to pursue. I think that's like the biggest message I could really give to people, because at the end of the day, if you're not you, like who are you?
Yo. I like that. Young Delirious on the Talk Nola. Hey, man, thank you so much for joining us
Bro,
today.
thank you for having me.
It was an absolute pleasure getting to know you more and talking and really picking at your brain. You're a very interesting person, and I really can't wait to see what your career holds down the line. And I very much looking forward to the 420 show.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Perfect, man. Thank you so
fun.
much.
Bro, thank you for having me.
You have a great night.
You too.
That's
Peace.
the talk.
That's the talk.